Have you ever found yourself thinking while reading a book, I wish I could just jump inside of this right here, right now? Well, do I have news for you? This Kingdom Will Not Kill Me by Ilona Andrews. And that's exactly what this book is. Our main character, Maggie, wakes up in her favorite fantasy book series world, and she has no idea how she got here. She just went to bed one night in her apartment, and then she woke up literally naked and afraid in her favorite fantasy book series world. Now, for some people, you might be jumping with joy. Hallelujah, I did it. However, imagine this world as Game of Thrones. Isn't exactly a world that I would necessarily want to jump into, maybe a few parts of it, but for the most part, I'm good. I think I'd rather be here. This has a lot of dark elements in it, and I was honestly so here for it. So I wouldn't go into it thinking you're gonna get a cozy fantasy series. Yes, is this romantasy? Yeah, it has romance elements, but for the most part, this is 80% plot. If you're also looking for a book that has no spice, this book has no spice in it. Now, I will say, I don't think spice is off the table for the rest of the series because she does have thoughts, and the thoughts aren't clean. So if you want a book that has no spice and you really are just here for the plot, but you do want some romance elements, this is the book for you. This is just a pseudonym. It's not actually a real person named Ilona Andrews. It's actually a wife and her husband wrote this book together as their little project, and they actually do that for a lot of other books that they write. So what a fun thing to do. I love that so much. It's so unique. This book is not perfect. Is it fun? Yes. As much as I love getting a lot of the plot and the lore, we got a lot of lore, and it tended to get a little info dumpy at times, and sometimes that did take me out of it, and it did slow me down. I feel like we could have cut a lot of stuff that wasn't really needed, and maybe we can introduce that later on through some dialogue, but a lot of it was tell instead of show. We had a lot of information to try and gather and remember, so I will say this book, it had such a huge reveal in the middle of this book that I was genuinely shocked. I remember gasping, texting all of my book friends and being like, oh my gosh, this reveal. And it was so shocking and I did not see it coming and I loved it. I gave this book a 4.25 stars out of 5. If you are looking for something super fun and you're in a fantasy mood, this book is literally a love letter to fantasy and maybe a kind of reality check for fantasy lovers, honestly, because hey, we love reading about these fantasy worlds, but I don't know if we actually want to be in them. You know what I'm saying? Is the reality actually better than the real world? I'll let you decide.